Howdy guys, and welcome back to the channel. First off, I'd like to apologize for my absence. Just been having a lot of work to do, just in general, and just trying to do other stuff at the same time. I've been fixing up my truck, and today I just finally got it back together, back to working order. So again, I apologize for my absence. It's just been one of those weeks, I guess, for me, where all I want to do is almost nothing. So in that, let's start off with some painting, I guess. Pull the camera down here. Just gonna adjust the camera. So I took some of these parts off away from the tweezers, and they all look really, really good. So the other part, there's a couple other parts that are needed. Show you here. I don't have it painted up, but it's just two parts. It's this part right here, and then the distributor I still have to paint. There's also this cap right here that I still have to paint white. That's for the timing cover. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be it's not gonna be a difficult thing. And then when I take it off, the spruce, I'll have to repaint it orange in here. Obviously it's something you won't see if you're to put it together, but it's one of those things that I like to do. So here's the engine. Let's see if I can put it up. Looks really, really good. Again, I'm not sure what it is with Tamiya's colors when it comes to painting stuff. Like, you can still see the black and the orange at the same time. I don't know. Maybe their paints are meant for something else, but that doesn't. But who knows? Maybe I'm just not mixing it, not shaking it up all the way. I don't know. But we'll just keep it as is. Kind of gives it that. It kind of gives that sort of worn look that I'm trying to go with this. So one of the things I want to do is that why I decided to paint it a flat aluminum is to give it that a worn look. Now you could say I probably could have done flat black with this. It's when it comes to something like this, like with chrome parts or parts that need to be painted or something, I like to give it that worn look. So it's just one of those things that I just flip-flop back and forth. It's like, okay, I like to do it like this, but I'll just leave this other right over here. It's kind of an odd thing, but it is what it is, I guess. So let's see here. And I guess this for the carburetors will sit just like that. So I won't glue anything. Hopefully y'all can see this. This is kind of how the carburetors are going to sit. I'm not gluing anything together. Where is it? Part number 108. Oh, that's horrible. Okay, so parts. So we have 108 right here, and then we have both parts of 109 for our carburetors. And if again, this kit is over 50 years old, and you see where it's such a thick area right in here for the carburetor to hang on to the spruce. It's thick. I mean, I don't know if they designed it that way, but you're looking at a kit that's over 50 years old, never been retooled. And my last video, I did talk about how I saw comments of a video, people saying that they just decided to go with the Revell monogram 69 Charger and then just threw their other one out just because it was so difficult for them. And I admit, when I first got this kit, I thought it was going to be a pretty easy one. I was excited for it. I'll say that. Then I got into looking at the stuff, and people do have that same problem of that. And I think I did look up some stuff on Google about it, people talking about it, and actually that was for a different kit, but I looked up videos about this kit, and then before I made the last video, I did look up some other stuff about it, and that's where I saw the comment about someone throwing their entire kit away. So, if you do end up doing this kit, I did say to you folks that if you do, be prepared. I have not encountered a bunch of this, but, well, never mind, actually. I did encounter it with the frame piece, as I had to carve away right in this area, I think probably in here as well, but be prepared for some carving away of excess plastic. Okay. Let's take this off here. Good. Hopefully y'all can see this. The camera doesn't, right now the camera doesn't see my face, but I do see what I am doing. I can look up and see what the camera sees. So I'll pull it in just a little bit. So the spruce came off from the spruce right here. So even if it's one of those things people might not see, I like to go ahead and paint that. Just because if you're one of those people, say if you say if you got something like maybe, I don't know, ADD, ADHD, or some of those things on the spectrum, and one of those things you happen to have is, say if you're doing models and leaving a spot unpainted is gonna throw you off. Let's just say I've got that kind of thing. I've got that. And that's why I like to paint it all whenever I take it off the spruce. Now some little things I don't mind, such as with the belts here. It came off from a couple different here and here. Now it blends in really well, so I don't mind. But some other things are like, I have to. Some things do annoy me, especially when you still see black through here. But that's okay. I did do more painting in one of the other recordings. That's okay. That's on. That's fine, honestly. And I've gotten okay with leaving some things as is. Okay, white. Let's see here. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to look for my other paintbrush. I thought I had another one around here somewhere. That's weird. I don't know. It's around here somewhere. I'll just say that. Okay. Just take our brush here and just dip it in white. So again, we're just painting this piece right here. That's what it calls for on the instructions. And we're just going to paint it. We'll paint the backside as well. Maybe a little too much paint on that brush. I hope you all are having a great weekend. It's currently very, very early Sunday morning. I know, I've got really, really odd hours when it comes to putting out these videos for you guys. I'm a bit of a night owl, to be quite honest. And even some of us kids were like that as well. But even as night owls, we do recognize that, yeah, we probably shouldn't be staying up like this. But we do it anyways. It's kind of funny sometimes. Okay. So that's what it looks like. It looks really, really good. So, then when I'm just gonna clean this. Always put your lids back on your paint canisters here. That way, if you knock them over, they'll be contained within the canisters themselves and not spill out onto your workbench here. Okay, so that thing is done there. And I'm just going to take my other brush here, not that one, this one here, and then just paint it up a little bit. Go. I might borrow my brother's little mixer vibrate thing that mixes it up. I know it's a machine that you plug in, and it's got a rubberized part at the top, and it vibrates and or shakes the paint up. That way, you don't have to be the one to shake it up, because you're unsure of whether it's gonna. You're probably unsure of whether it's gonna actually mix itself up or not. So I may borrow it from him. Okay, so that's painted up there. I'll go after this up. There's a couple of spots here that are still black. Okay. This won't be a terribly long video. This probably, for some reason, when I say this won't be a terribly long video, I end up making it a long video. It's like that button you see, like Staples. That was easy, kind of thing. And it's like the phrase my dad uses, like, "Oh, this won't take too long." I don't know, 1 hour in, it's like, it's kind of our favorite phrase to use, like, "Oh, this won't take too long." 1 hour into it, yeah, this is taking way longer than we thought. It's so funny sometimes. There we go. Okay. Let's get this here. Okay, that's good here. Let's see. Okay. All right. So what I'm thinking to do next is I'll put these parts here. These are with what hold the, I believe, the camshafts, and then here you have your camshaft covers. That's what I painted in flat aluminum, I believe. Those will go on top. And then after that, it's just putting everything together. I still have to paint the distributor here. I'm gonna paint the carburetors as well as part 108. Kind of give them that used look, kind of like what I did with the timing covers here. So I think I'm just so tired I don't want to do anything else. Yeah, why not? Why not? It's part 108 here. Yeah, whatever. Go. Okay, there's part 108, and then we'll grab both 109 parts here as well. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe one day someone will have the courage to. Maybe someday someone will have the money or be able to maybe get them retooled. I don't know what the process is for that. Because just looking at everything, it definitely could use it. So if none of you are up, not saying that you don't, not saying that you can't, but if you want something easier, I'd go with probably Revell's 69 charger. It's a little bit easier from what I remember building it with my dad. Yeah, if you're not looking for a challenge, if you're looking for a challenge but not looking for one that challenges you with having to torturously carve off stuff, I would probably go with Revell Monogram, or just look up some easier 69 charger kits or something. So whatever you want to do, it's all up to you. Okay. What is this? I don't know about you, but this kind of looks like the rear end of an alternator. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I'll bet you that this piece right here, I have looked at alternators. I have seen pictures of alternators. I have held a couple of alternators out of my truck, out of my Toyota. I've seen pictures off of Rock Auto. I'll bet you that this is an alternator right here. Now, I could be wrong, but it definitely does look like one. Let's see here. Just sit it in right there. Let's see here. Just do it. I guess I probably could have left them on and then painted them, but that's okay. What I can do is I can grab it with these little ones. Grab it with the little ones. Paint it on one side, and then just move it to the other side, and then paint the other side. So it'll be easy. Flat aluminum. Flat aluminum. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Dang. Yeah, I don't know where that little brush went. It's not on the ground. Oh, well, I'm just... Is it possible it's... That's somewhere around here, honestly. I'll just use one of my older brushes. Unless maybe that's it. I don't know at this point. That's okay. Flat aluminum. There we go. Go. Again, and I will say this is that if you're using these little tweezers here, these aren't the ones where you close where it's like open and you have to close it. No, these ones where you have to close the handles for it to open up. I think these are called reverse pliers. That's what I want to say. And it's okay for you to get them painted on. I've spray painted these when I was working on the Enterprise. A lot of you guys saw that. And I do not remember his name. I think it was Rob. If I got your name wrong, sir, I do want to say again, thank you for the recommended camera angle. You guys, I'm guessing you guys like that a lot better than before. So, that's because I don't want to give you guys bad camera angles or anything. I want to be able to show you what I'm doing. I like showing people how to do things, how to do them properly. So, and hopefully this all helps you. Recently, I've been replaying Indiana Jones: The Great Circle because the DLC, its first DLC drop, is in September of this year, September 4th, I believe. So I'm gonna go replay it. I've just been working a lot and I haven't had a lot of time to play it. I hope to play more of it. Actually, it's my first game on the Xbox One to 100% it. The 360, I was able to get, actually not on Xbox One, the Xbox One S. It's the first game post 360 console that I've been able to get all achievements for. The other ones have been Lego games. I do have a lot of fun when it comes to Lego games. But man, going back and repeating some of those achievements just are just so tedious sometimes. You're like, why? Why did you make it so hard? But hey, the game is fun. Tedious sometimes when you have to go find other stuff, and to be honest, I use a lot of game guides. I do, just because it's a pain in the butt. It's because when it comes to some puzzles you don't know or you can't find stuff, it's a pain in the butt. So, and that's why guides are there. I know I'm not sure what other people say to that. They probably crucify you or something, but I like using guides. Guides are very, very helpful. That's how I got the last couple of achievements. Sometimes I don't know what to do or where to find the specific item. Like an apple. You have to hit an enemy with an apple. It's like, okay, where the heck do I find an apple? I had to go back to the Vatican. for that. I think I got all my stuff. Yeah, I got the rest of them in the Vatican. So it was fun. Okay, so we've got basically 3 pieces to paint up last. We've got the timing cover here, drying up from a paint area. From a spot I painted up, waiting for this white piece to be dried up. And then, was there something else? Oh yes, the distributor. Next video, I will paint that up as well. Because I have to figure out which one is the correct distributor. No, because on here you have 2 distributors, and one looks bigger than the other. Here are your 2 distributors. Oh, come on, where's a good camera angle? Yeah, so these are your distributors here, and I'm not sure which one is the correct one, because you also have these 2 pieces here, which I don't know where that goes. That goes on the bottom of the car. That I have no clue. So, but I'll figure it out when I get there. Just read your. All I can say is read your manual. Read your manual. But that's gonna be it for tonight. I think one thing I do want to show you for the next model, I know it's gonna be far out, is some of the things about that kit. I'm just gonna move some things around here. It's the B25. It's Atlantis' B25 model. There we go. Let's tilt the camera up here. So it's Atlantis' B25 model kit. And they let you have a couple different versions here. They have decal sheets for the Flying Dragon and the Doolittle Raider. In my previous video I talked about that I was going to do the Doolittle Raid as a memorial to those men. So, in this manual I got here, I wrote a couple of things down on a piece of paper to try and help remember. And where was it? So it says, okay, one of the things it does talk about here at the bottom turret, if you wanted to do the Doolittle Raider version, you omit that, because what they were trying to do is take off from a carrier and to not have as much weight, because they need to make room for fuel tanks to get them from the carrier, which they had to take off early in the movie because they were spotted by local fishing boats, I believe, and they had to take off a little early. They had to make it from the carrier to Japan, which was farther out than they wanted to, and then from Japan all the way into China. I think they were hoping to make it a little bit farther, but they had to. Where was it? Was it this? Oh, I'm tired. Okay, I think on the other one it says here. So what this manual is showing is mostly how to do the Doolittle Raider, but on the last page, on the back side of it here, it says for Flying Dragon decal placement, refer to box photos. So on here it does show box photos. It does show what it would look like as for the Flying Dragon. So that's what it would look like. But what they painted kind of looks like the Doolittle Raider, from what I remember from the movie, because the whole paint scheme here looks like the Doolittle Raider, but it's got the Flying Dragon decals. Sorry. I got a blister here from working on my truck, and it stings like crazy. It happens to be on my pointing finger on my left hand, and it stings. That's why. But let's. So this is about, I want to say about 12 inches. About 12 inches long. And the wings they look like, okay, so the wings have 3 pieces here. That's my brother up there. It's got the top and the bottom, and then you have the extra tip there. And that's about, I'd say, I don't know, 10, 11 inches. What I can show you here is I did a test fit many months ago, way before I started this channel, when I was getting into when I was thinking about, okay, what would I do when starting this kit. I was test fitting things. So here I will show you what she'd look like holding it together here. Right there. Come on. Okay. So that's about what she looked like. That's like, nah, well, sorry, my measurements are getting a little mixed up now. Oh, actually, never mind. The box on the side here, I believe, yeah, it comes with measurements. So, okay, my bad. I was off. But the length from front to back, put together, it's 12 inches. Wingspan from tip to tip, all assembled together, that's 12 3/4 inches. There are 55 parts, all molded in olive drab, and the decals are water slide. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so tired. I'm just trying to buckle through it here. And it does give a little bit of detail here. It also does give, so that's the one thing I do like here, is that on the side, it's kind of like with some of these Star Trek kits, is that it gives you a paint guide on the side of the box here. I know some Revell kits do that as well. So those are always fun, but so I wanted to give you guys kind of that a little bit of little tidbits here for it. So, not to say that I don't like working on cars. They have their challenges. Let's say that. I do like making cars. I do say that. They're cool. You get to make whatever ones you want. But they are difficult. They bring their challenges. And when it's done, they look really good. So, don't be afraid of wanting to build something outside of your realm. Could be a car, a motorcycle, anything. Don't let it scare you. And if you do end up hating it, at least I would ask if you could see it to the end and make your decision then. Because I like to give things a chance. Maybe sometimes I give it way too much of a chance, but I try. I try to at least give things a bit of a chance to kind of marinate, if you will. Alright, well, I don't have anything else to talk about, other than the fact that the next video I'll be painting up the rest of the parts. That'll be figuring out which part is the correct distributor, painting up the 3 chrome pieces, and then hopefully that next video will have you guys, probably not that video, but well, that video at least gluing some of the parts together, such as parts for the engine here, like the exhaust manifold systems, the oil pan, the camshaft here, these 2 pieces, probably not the car bridge stuff yet. So I want to get those glued together themselves and then glue that to the thing. So, well, not that. Timing cover, probably. These pieces, nope, not until this piece is painted up. So, that's kind of an update on that. Yeah, this kit it does get frustrating. Right now, it's kind of frustrating, especially I'm trying to stay in one lane when it comes to doing these kits. Do one step at a time, like one part at a time. I guess I could veer off to other stuff. I never thought of that. I never thought about veering off to other parts. I might do the wheels here to break up the to give a little bit of variety in the videos. And I think I'll do that. I'll break it up into moving into other parts of it. So that is all I have for today. Have a great night. Get some sleep. Drink some water. Eat. I got a canteen right down here. Drink some water. Try to eat some food. And have fun. That is all I've got for you today. I want to thank everybody for watching, all of my subscribers, my 10 subscribers. I just want to thank you all for coming by, watching me build this kit slowly, piece by piece. Thank you for that. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Love y'all. Peace.